Hello student, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will discuss about the chapter Unit and Measurement of class 11th. Okay, so topic to be covered in this chapter are physical quantity, fundamental and derived quantities, unit, fundamental and derived units, characteristics of standard units, FPS, CGS, MKS and SI units, definition of fundamental SI units, measurement of length, large distance and small distance. So let us start. What is physical quantity? Physical quantities which is measurable is called physical quantity. Okay, what is physical quantity which is measurable is called physical quantity. Clear? Basically, measurement means comparison of numerical magnitude of physical quantity with an accepted reference standard known as unit of measurement. Hence, magnitude of physical quantity consists of two parts, numerical value and reference unit. Okay, the present chapter is a study of physical quantities, their unit, dimension and methods of measurement. So before we undertake detailed study of unit and measurement, we are considering what is physical quantities. So physical quantities which is measurable. Okay. Fundamental quantities. Fundamental quantities are those quantities which is the base and cannot be derived from any other quantity. Is called fundamental quantities. We also call base quantities. Fundamental quantities or base quantities. Okay, the quantities which can be expressed, defined and measured independently without involving other quantities are called fundamental. We have 7 fundamental quantities: length, mass, time, electric current, thermodynamic temperature, luminous intensity and amount of substance. Okay, now what is derived quantities? Derived quantities are those quantities which can be derived from fundamental quantities. A quantity which can be derived or expressed from base or fundamental quantities called derived quantity. Okay, which can be expressed in terms of fundamental quantities. For example, speed, velocity, acceleration, force, momentum, torque, energy, pressure, density, thermal conductivity, resistance, magnetic moment, etc. How these derived from fundamental quantity? So let's take this example, speed. Let's take example of speed. Speed is, we know that speed is given by distance upon time. Distance upon time. Distance is measured in meter. It is length. Okay. And time, length upon time. So speed is derived from fundamental quantity. I hope this is clear to you. Let's take another example. We can take an example of acceleration. Acceleration is change in velocity upon time. We know that acceleration A is change in velocity per unit time. Okay. Velocity is meter per second. Time is second. Meter per second square. Or we can say distance upon time square. Acceleration is derived from fundamental quantity. So we can derive all these quantities from these 7 quantities, which are length, mass, time, electric current, thermodynamical temperature, luminous intensity, and more, amount of substance. These are fundamental quantities. All quantities derived from these quantities are called derived quantities. I hope this is clear to you. Now, what about unit? What is unit? Unit is a quantity linked with physical phenomenon which is subjected to measurement may be treated as a unit. Unit in which the quantity is measured. Measurement of any physical quantity involves comparison with certain basic, arbitrarily chosen, internationally accepted reference standard is called unit. In which quantity is measured, which is called unit. Unit should be of suitable size, well defined, easily accessible, easily reproducible, and should not change with time, place, and physical condition like temperature, pressure, etc. Clear? Unit is divided into two. It is fundamental unit and derived unit. So let's talk about first fundamental unit. Fundamental unit of the fundamental or base quantity are called fundamental or base units. We have discussed about physical quantity, fundamental quantity or base quantity. We have C1 fundamental quantity. Unit of these quantities are called fundamental or base quantity. Clear? Unit of length meter, unit of meter length meter, unit of mass kilogram, unit of time second. Okay, unit of electric current ampere, unit of temperature Kelvin, unit of amount of substance mole. Okay, so these are fundamental units. We have 7 fundamental units. Derived unit which derived from these fundamental unit. Unit of the derived quantities which can be expressed from the base or fundamental quantities are called derived unit. Example, meter per second. Meter per second is unit of velocity or speed. Kilogram per meter cube, it is unit of density. Kilogram into meter per second square, kilogram meter square per second square. These quantities is derived from fundamental units. These units are derived from fundamental unit. So these are called derived unit. Okay. Now what about system of units? System of unit. A complete set of both fundamental and derived unit is known as the system of unit. Clear? Complete set of derived unit and fundamental unit is known as the system of unit. Characteristics of system of unit. A unit selected for measuring a physical quantity must fulfill the following requirement. First is, it should be well defined. It should be of suitable size, that means it should neither be too large nor too small in comparison to the quantity to be measured. Third point is, it should be reproducible at all places. It should not change from place to place or time to time. It should not change with physical condition such as temperature, pressure, etc. It should be easily accessible. Okay. Now various systems of units. In earlier time, various systems like FPS, CGS, MKS, system of units were used for measurement. They were named so far the fundamental unit in their respective system as given below. We have length, mass, and time. FPS is the system of unit. It is known as, it is the British system in which we use foot, pound, and second. For measuring length, we use foot. For measuring mass, we use pound. For measuring time, we use second. Clear? And CGS is known as Gaussian system and is based on centimeter, G gram, as second. We use length in centimeter, gram for measuring mass, and Year, kilogram, and second as a fundamental unit of length, mass, and time, respectively. Clear? It is also a metric system. Clear? System International Units, SI units. SI unit system with standard scheme of symbol, units, and abbreviation was developed and recommended by General Conference of Weights and Measure in 1971 for international uses in scientific, technical, industrial, and commercial work. This system of unit, which is at present accepted internationally. SI system is which is internationally accepted. SI system uses decimal system and therefore conversion within the system are quite simple and convenient. Now fundamental unit in SI system. So we have 7 fundamental unit and 2 supplementary units. Fundamental unit, as I told you, length, mass, time, electric current, thermodynamic temperature, light intensity, and amount of substance. These are 7 fundamental units. Plane angle and solid angles, supplementary quantities. Okay. So unit of length, mass, time, electric current, thermodynamical temperature, light intensity, amount of substance are unit of length is meter, symbol of length is capital L, symbol of unit is small m. Quantity, mass, symbol of mass is capital M, SI unit of mass is kilogram, and symbol is kg. Quantity, time, symbol is T, SI unit second, symbol S. Electric current, symbol A, SI unit ampere, symbol A. Okay. Thermodynamical temperature, symbol K, SI unit Kelvin, and symbol K. Light intensity, symbol CD, SI unit candela, and symbol CD. Amount of substance, symbol is mole, SI unit is mole, and symbol is mole. Symbol of SI unit is mole. Now we have 2 supplementary units. These are plane angle, supplementary quantities. Supplementary quantities are plane angle and solid angle. Symbol of plane angle is d theta. Symbol symbol of this and radian is this unit, and symbol of this is radian, rad. Solid angle symbol is d omega, d ohm, and steradian is this unit, and SR is symbol of this solid angle. Definition of SI unit. We have definition of these units are, we have 7 fundamental units: meter, kilogram, second, ampere, mole. Clear? So these they are definition of these units. First is meter. Definition of meter is given. Meter is the length of path traveled by a light in a vacuum during a time interval of this of a second. This is unit this is definition of meter. Now next is kilogram. What is the definition of kilogram? So it is given by kilogram is equal to, here definition of kilogram is given this. It is equal to the mass of international prototype of kilogram, platinum, rhodium, alloy, cylinder capped at International Bureau of Weights and Measure at a Xavier near Paris, France. Clear? Now third one is second. Unit definition of second is the duration of these periods of radiation corresponding to the transitions between the 2 hyperfine labels of the ground state of cesium-133 atom. And next is ampere. What is ampere? Ampere is defined as the constant current which if maintained in two straight parallel conductor of an infinite length of negligible circular cross-section and is placed at 1 meter apart in vacuum, would produce between these conductors a force equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 Newton per meter of length. Now definition of Kelvin is the fraction 1 upon 273.16 of the thermodynamic temperature of the triple point of water. Next is candela. Candela is the luminous intensity in a given direction of a source that emits monochromatic radiation of frequency 540 into 10 to the power 12 hertz, and that has a radiant intensity in that direction of 1 upon 683 watt per steradian. And definition of mole is given by mole is the amount of substance of a system which contains as many elementary entities as there are atoms in 0.012 kilogram of carbon-12. These are definition of fundamental units. Okay, so let's talk about plane angle. Plane angle is the angle subtended by an arc of a circle at its center. It is the ratio of length of arc to its radius. So plane angle, it is given by d theta is the ratio of arc ds to the radius. SI unit of this is radian. Clear? So plane angle is given by d theta equal to ds upon r, where ds is arc, r is radius. Definition of plane angle is it is the angle subtended by an arc, this is arc, at its center. Center is this. Okay. Unit of plane angle is radian. Now what is solid angle? Solid angle is ratio of area of spherical surface intercepted about its center to the square of its radius. Solid angle dome is the ratio of intercepted area dA of the spherical surface described at the apex O as the center to the square of its radius. Its unit is steradians. So solid angle is given by d ohm is equal to dA upon r square. Clear? The unit of solid angle is steradian. Angle subtended by a small area. This is the small area. Angle subtended by a small area on the surface of the sphere at its center. Clear? At its center is equal to the 1 steradian if this area is equal to the square of radius of sphere. So I hope solid angle and plane angles are clear to you. Now how to measure length? Measurement of length. So the order of distance, measurement of length, we have two methods, direct method or indirect method. Direct method of measurement of length cover a wide range of length we come across in our daily life. To measure length in meter or centimeter or millimeter, we use ruler or a measuring tape. For shorter length, order of 10 raised to power minus 4 meter, a 1-year calipers is used. Clear? The order of distance varies from minus 14 meter, which is radius of nucleus, to 10 raised to power 25 meter, which is radius of universe. The distance ranging from minus 10 raised to power minus 5 meter to 10 raised to power minus 10 raised to power 2 meter can be measured by direct method, which involve comparison of distance or length to be measured with the standard length. For example, meter rod can be used to measure distance as small as 10 raised to power minus 3 meter. 1-year calipers can be used to measure as small as 10 raised to power minus 4 meter. Screw gauge is used to measure as small as 10 raised to power minus 5 meter. For very small distance or very large distance, indirect method are used. Clear? For shorter length of order minus 10 raised to power minus 5 meter, a vernier calipers is used. Similarly, we use screw gauge or spherometer to measure length of magnitude of order 10 raised to power minus 5 to 10 raised to power minus 6. And for measurement of large distance in kilometer, a device called odometer is fixed in cars, truck, etc. Clear? However, for scientific and research work, the range of length measured is very large. Size of proton is of the other order of the length 10 raised to power minus 15 meter. This further enlarges multiple exponentially to the estimate distance between boundaries of universe, that is 10 raised to power 26 meter. Clear? For measuring of the size or angular diameter of an astronomical object. Measuring the size or angular diameter of an astronomical object. This is planet. D is the diameter of planets. This is Earth. We have to find the size of this planet. So from this, D is the diameter of the planet, and this diameter make angle alpha. Clear? So D is the diameter of planet and alpha is the angular size of a planet. Angle subtended by this diameter at the Earth. So we know that angle equal to arc upon radius. So alpha equal to D upon D. Angle alpha can be measured from the same location on the Earth. It is the angle between two directions when two diametrically opposite points of the planet are viewed through the telescope. Since D is known, diameter D of the planet can be determined from D equal to alpha into D. Okay. If the diameter of a planet is equal to D, this is diameter. Clear? Is equal to D, and distance between planet and Earth is capital D, which is given here. Then angle alpha subtended by diametrically opposite ends of this planet is given by alpha. Clear? So from this figure, alpha subtended by the extreme ends of a planet at the point of observation is known as angular diameter. This alpha is known as angular diameter of the planet. And if D is known quantity, alpha is measured, the size of the planet can be estimated. Clear? Now, how to measure large distance? How to measure distance of the planet from the Earth? So the following indirect method may be used to measure very large distance, which is called parallel method. It is very important method. Parallel method is used to measure very large distance, such as celestial distance, which can be measured during direct method or measuring device. When an object is seen from two distinct positions. Clear? When object is seen from two distinct positions, its position with respect to its background appear to change. This phenomena is known as parallax. For example, if we hold a pencil in front of our eyes and look at it first with left eye, at this time, close your right eye, and then with right eye, left your closed eye. Then the position of this pencil in both cases appear to have changed with respect to the background of the object. So this is called parallax due to distance between eyes. Clear? So the distance between two positions from which an object has been observed is called basis. So let's do this. Let us consider a far away point P at a distance D from our eyes. This is left eye and this is right eye. Clear? This is left eye. This is left and this is right eye. Suppose that the line join the planet to the left eye L and the right eye R subtend at subtend an angle theta in radian. The angle theta is called parallax angle or parallactic angle, and the distance LR is called basis. Clear? Consider point P is a pencil. This point P is pencil. And close your left eye. See this object, and then close your right eye. See this object. Then you will get two positions LR, which is called basis. Clear? So here LR is basis. Okay. As the planet is far away, B upon D is less than 1, then therefore theta is very small. So in figure, we see that P is point, A, L and R represent two eyes and distance between them is B. Clear? And capital D is the distance between object and the position of the eye. If O is the object, then P is the object, then angle theta is subtended at point P by two position of our eyes. This angle theta subtended by observer's two position at the object is called parallax angle, or we can say it is parallactical angle. Clear? So for this, draw a circle of radius D taking center P. So LR is called arc. Clear? LR is arc. So using this method, value of D and theta, we may calculate the distance of objects. We know that angle equal to arc upon radius. So from this figure, theta equal to arc is here B, radius is G. Theta equal to B upon D, or D we can write D equal to B theta, where D equal to B theta, D equal to D into theta, B equal to D into theta. Clear? But distance can be measured by D equal to B upon theta. I hope this is clear to you. In some cases, D is much greater than B. That is, object is very far away, hence angle theta is very small to be detected and measured. For this, we can suitably broaden the basis so that theta increase and D can be calculated easily. Clear? The distance D is distance B is an arc of a circle centered at P, as I told you, where the object being observed. So I hope this is clear to you. Then taking the distance LR equal to B as a circular arc of radius D, as we have done, theta equal to LR upon D or theta equal to B upon D, as I told you, and D equal to B upon theta, where D is distance, B is the position of object, and theta is the angle subtended by observer at the object. Clear? So there are something about units and how to measure distance. Clear? and range and order of the length. These are some range and order of the length. Longest ratio to shortest ratio is given by 10 is to power 41 ratio 1. Size of proton 10 is to power minus 15 meter. Size of nucleus is given. Size of hydrogen is this in meter. Length of virus is 10 is to power minus 8. Wavelength of light is given by minus 7 meter. Size of red blood capsule is given by this. Thickness of paper is 10 to the power minus 4 meter. Height of Mount Everest from the sea level is this. Radius of Earth is given by in meter. Distance of the moon from the Earth is given by this. Distance of the sun from the Earth is 10 to the power 11 meter. Distance of the Pluto from the sun is given by 10 to the power 13 meter. Size of our galaxy is this. Distance of Andromeda galaxy is this. Distance of the boundary of observable universe is given by 10 to the power 26 meter. Okay, so these are some problems related to Pollak's method. Solve this problem, apply formula theta equal to B upon D and answers. Okay, if you have any problem, any queries, ask me in my comment box. Thank you.